episode of Hubris Syndrome, we're looking at February. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. January has come and gone. Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, it's gonna be a hard month to top. But we're looking at February, some big releases. I'm pumped, let's get hyped. First game on the list. You listening, Don? Trials Rising. Trials Rising. This is a series that I have always been late to the party with. Every time a new Trials game comes out, I'm just really late to it. And I find myself just enthralled by these games every time I come to them. And obviously a lot of that has to do with Don's excitement, Don's creative levels. But I am just so excited to be there day one for this Trials. I had the chance to preview it and play it at E3. And I promise you, it was the only game that I got my hands on at E3 where I stopped playing and I was like, give me this game right now. Release it, it's done, it's ready to go. It was just extremely addicting, really polished, and I'm so pumped to do some crazy co-op riding shenanigans. Next on the list. Crackdown 3!
Commander Jax on deck. Welcome to Crackdown 3, the only game built like me.
You know, Crackdown was off of my radar for a while, but I am so curious as we inch closer to this game's inevitable release. I can't help but be so curious. What is gonna happen with this game? For how long this development has been and how many times we've seen it in action, I still know next to nothing about it. I don't know anything about the story. I don't know if you play as Terry Crews or if he's like a companion of yours. I don't know how the multiplayer works. I don't know what is up with the cloud. I know they were hyping that up a while ago, but the curiosity now is at an all-time high. I fear for this game because obviously it can't reach the ridiculous expectations. You know, people are writing this game off before it's even released, but I am eager to give it a shot and to see how all of this shakes out. February 15th, that is just a crazy, crazy day. You got Crackdown 3, you got Jump Force, which is an anime fan's dream. You know, I thought I liked anime until I looked at the Jump Force roster and only knew Naruto and Dragon Ball. A lot of characters in there. You know, again, I'm there for Naruto. I'm there for Naruto and Sasuke, Uchiha, and Kakashi. I challenge anyone out there, Naruto only team, let's go. But that day's still not over because you also have Far Cry New Dawn. You know, I am lukewarm on Far Cry 5, but I like where they're going with this one, bringing crafting back, you know, getting crazy like Dead Rising style buzzsaw weapons. Really anxious to see where they're going with this one. And the creme de la creme of this day though, February 15th, Metro Exodus.
The sun on my face. Fresh air in my lungs.
Do not sleep on Metro Exodus. You have a week and a half to catch up for this. Please do not sleep on it. I am like the most hyped out of every game in February. Metro Exodus is my #1 game. These are just really deliberately paced, first-person survival horror, going through the Russian metro station, taking on mutants and beasts and demons. Just an awesome story, and I think we're gonna get the same level of improvements with Exodus onto Last Light. You know, this one seems a lot more open. We're on the surface a lot this time. You have that awesome train rolling around the map. Metro Exodus, get hyped, don't skip it. Last on the list, you know I've been super critical of Anthem.
I have seen the power of the Anthem destroy entire civilizations.
So I've been really critical of Anthem. because I don't know why. I think because it's kind of unfair, right? It's this huge budget, hyped BioWare game, you know, so you kind of have to be a little harsher or more critical on it because of its budget and how much we've seen of it and how much they're hyping it up. So I think the expectations are just naturally higher for this game. I don't doubt that flying around with your buddies is going to be amazing. I'm just a little worried on the longevity of it, the live service, kind of the story. There's a lot of questions, and the more I think about it though, that's exciting, you know? I feel like I've been a little too critical on it, a little too harsh, and at the end of the day, I'm just excited to fly around with my buddies. You know, sometimes that is enough. It doesn't need to have PvP or raids or constant updates. You know, it's do I enjoy hopping into this world with my friends, blasting aliens, yes or no? If the answer is yes, success. Time for the wild card. Wild card February release, Left Alive. Yoji Shinkawa's artwork. You may know him from Metal Gear Solid. This game is a dark horse. I know very little about it. I know it's in the Front Mission universe. I haven't really played any Front Mission games, but there's some awesome mechs. It looks like some stealth espionage sections as well. And Yoji Shinkawa's art is just incredible to look at. This whole game does give me a Metal Gear vibe, you know, it's kind of like Phantom Pain undertones there. Left Alive, sleeper hit of February. Let's go. Time for some comments. Last week we talked about Resident Evil 2. So let's hear what you got to think about it. Sick Parvis Magna. Resident Evil 3 Remake, just because my most anticipated game after surviving Mr. X, I can only imagine what Nemesis has in store for us. Feels good to be excited again for Resident Evil games. I mean, Resident Evil 7 made us excited again, right? But yes, I know where you're coming from. Resident Evil 2 Remake, just a giant shot in the arm yet again. The momentum is back with this franchise. It feels good. Resident Evil 3 Remake, let's go! Stars! Uzi Suicide 666. Why did Nemesis move to Hollywood? For the stars! Vlad Kronkvist. Dino Crisis with this engine? One can only wish. One can only wish, one can only dream. Dino Crisis, next on the list. We got Onimusha already. Yo, hopefully they finish Onimusha as well. You know, we got 1. The jump from 2 is amazing. We need some Jubei hype. Let's get those remasters. And we move on to a full Dino Crisis remake. Hiatus Jacqueline. I don't like scary things, but I can't stop watching people play RE2. This game is so good. I'm really glad you say that because some of my favorite memories growing up, I don't know if Brad is listening or not. He'll admit this though. It freaked him out as a kid, you know? Brad, he's like, yo, dude, Resident Evil pretty intense. So I would go over to his house, play all the time, dude, just full playthroughs. Resident Evil is as fun to watch as it is to play. Just beautiful. Evan Nolasco, Resident Evil 2, the best remake, exceeded my expectations, one hell of a ride. And Faison Masher, I haven't played Resident Evil 2 since I first played it on the N64 back in 1999. I just vividly remember going to a room with a mirror window and a licker crashing through it when I grabbed an item. Yes, if you check our archive or if you were there for our full playthrough with Bossman, he wanted me to check out that window and I knew exactly what was coming. So try to find that moment. It was a really good moment, and Bossman got spooked. Yeah, looks like everyone's enjoying Resident Evil 2, obviously. It's doing so well. That makes me so happy. You know what I forgot? We're talking about February releases. We're talking about Resident Evil 2. What comes out on February 15th? You know, all those games we mentioned, I forgot the biggest one. The Ghost Survivors Resident Evil 2 DLC already in the pipeline, coming out in 2 weeks. Let's go! That's it for the episode. I'm at Michael P. Huber. You can follow me on Twitter. We are easy allies. Thank you so much for the love and respect. February is a stacked month, a lot of games coming out, you know, on all the systems. It feels good. I still want to play Wargroove. I didn't throw a shout out to that. It's kind of like an Advance Wars style thing on Switch. There's just so much going on. I'm still trying to get through Kingdom Hearts 3, as I know a lot of you are as well. But we do what we can, play what you can, watch what you can. Love you all, love and respect.